Hello and welcome to Health 320 Media and Technology in Health Promotion. My name is Adrienne Lent and I will be your instructor for this course this quarter. I am so excited to get to learn alongside all of you this quarter as we talk about different types of media and technology that can be used to promote health. In this video, I am going to briefly go over the course and really make sure that you know how to navigate and use the Canvas page for our course this quarter. If you're just getting started on the course and you're not sure where to start, I want to draw your attention to the links down here. You can get started by clicking the Start Here link and you can go through. There is a syllabus module that you'll need to read that will provide you with detailed information on the course. There is also a copy of the course syllabus as a PDF that you can actually download if you would like, but I highly recommend going through that actual syllabus module as well. Both are going to provide the same information. This is a 10-week course and our first class is on the first day of the quarter, Monday, September 19th. It is in the evening from 6:10 to 7:30. So I look forward to seeing all of you on our first day of class. So to access the material for each week, there are links to the modules down here. You can also click this modules link here on the left side of the screen, which I'm going to do. So if you click that modules link, you'll notice that there's kind of this welcome start here, and then you've got all of your syllabus modules. So please go through that syllabus module. You are going to need to know the information on here for your first quiz, specifically the structure of the course and when things are due. So make sure you go through that so you're aware of those details. This course is a 10-week course, and the format of the course is essentially Mondays are an in-person lecture, and then the other, what would normally be our second class of the week, is actually set up as asynchronous online. So we are going to meet in person on Mondays for an in-person lecture, which will include discussions and a lecture-based format. And then you're also going to complete material online each week that's detailed each week on a given topic. For the lecture part of the course, you also have a final paper. So you're going to work with a group that you will be assigned by the end of the first week. And your group is going to pick a health topic and you're going to write a paper on a chosen health topic. Basically, you're going to pretend that you work for a public health organization and you're going to propose the development of a specific technology to address a public health disease or condition within a very specific population. You'll then write about the model that you're going to use. You're going to talk about some of the ethical issues and a lot of the things that essentially we cover in class. You're going to apply those for your final paper. Now, you can look through all of the information on the final paper here. It is available to you to view now if you're interested. I want to call your attention to two things. So first, you are going to have a progress report that you're going to submit by the end of week 5. So once you get your group together, you're going to want to start thinking about that final paper and what you're going to write about. It's just a way to help, get your group going and making sure that you're making good progress halfway through the quarter so you don't leave it all until the final, that final week of classes. Your final paper is due the Monday of finals week. So there's information on that you can read through here as well. So for each week, you're going to have a module that's set up on Canvas for that week. So this is your week 1 module. Everything you need for week 1 for the lecture part of the course is going to be here. So this is set up pretty much the same way for every single week. You're going to have an overview page. That overview page is going to give you all of the information that you need for lecture for that week. Under that, I'll have the date and the topic of our in-person Monday lecture, and the slides will be posted before class below that. So you'll see slides right here that get posted before our Monday lecture. If there's any reading, I'll have a reminder here as well for reading that you need to complete before you come to lecture. And then your asynchronous module will always be set up here. So again, we meet on Mondays, and then after that, you have asynchronous material that you're going to complete on your own that week. So this first week is going to introduce you to different types of technology and health promotion. So you'll go through that. You also have a reading for that asynchronous material. And then every week, you're going to have a discussion post that you're going to need to complete. And you're also going to have a quiz on the material for that week. So your discussion post, you're always going to have an initial post that is due on Fridays and a reply to a classmate post that is due on Sundays, both by 11:59 p.m. on those days. And then you will have a weekly quiz that covers all the material from that specific week. So make sure that you complete all of that material, including all of that asynchronous material, before you sit down to take that quiz. You do have 30 minutes to complete that quiz, and it's 20 questions worth 20 points. You'll also see for each week, you've got your lab that is posted in a separate module here, just below the lecture module for each week. We are using one Canvas page for this class, so there is not a separate page for the lab. You're using the same Canvas page for lecture and lab. So for each week for your lab, you also have an overview page that will explain what it is that we're doing. Our lab meets on Thursdays from 3:10 to 5. Your lab is supposed to be 3 hours, but it only is scheduled to meet on Zoom synchronously for about 2 hours, which means you're going to have about an hour of work typically, at least, each week for lab. And so if there's any outside work that needs to be completed before lab, that will be posted to an overview page so you know what that is. So you've got a lot of moving pieces each week, but I try to make it really consistent. So you're always going to have a discussion post due on Fridays, and you're always going to have that reply post due on Sundays, and you're always going to have your weekly quiz due on Sundays. If you're struggling to kind of keep straight what it is that's due on what days each week, you can look at this to-do list here. You can also access this calendar function in Canvas. I have set up manual reminders for those initial posts that are due on Friday. So everything that's due for this course should show up in your to-do list. So if you have a planner, I highly recommend mapping out these dates so you don't miss anything. And also just referring back to that overview page, whether it's for the lab or for the lecture, all of the due dates are also going to be listed there as well. In terms of communication for the course, I tend to communicate via the announcements feature in Canvas. So if there is a change to the material, or for some reason I'm making a change to the class and I need to let you know, I will post it as an announcement. Hopefully you all are checking your email on a very regular basis. Announcements, they go to your Canvas page. They're going to show up here on the top. The most 3 recent announcements will show up here on the top once those are made. But hopefully you're also receiving an email notification of that announcement as well. And if you are not receiving email notifications of announcements for your courses, or you're not sure if you're set up to do that, you can actually just go to this account feature here. You then click this notifications link here, and once you do that, you'll see that you've got all these course activities and there's all these different colors here, right? So if you go to announcements, this is new announcements for your courses. Make sure this little bell here is green. If it is not green, and if I click this, if I turn it off, you'll see this is off. So if you get an announcement for that course, it's just going to go to Canvas. It's not going to actually go to your email. So to make sure it goes to my email, I'm going to click this notify immediately and make sure that this is green here. You'll want to make sure you do this. Otherwise, you're going to miss announcements for the course that are often really important. So make sure that you're set up to receive those communications. One last thing I want to note is that if you are interested in attending my office hours, you can click this link for office hours information here. My contact information is also on there as well. My email is ablent@calpoly.edu. So if you have any questions at any time during the quarter, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to meet with any of you. I want all of you to do well, and I want us to have a great quarter back at school after our summer break, and I want all of you to do well. So I will see you all during our first class. Our first class is going to cover some of the basic policies of the course, and we are going to get into some of our initial material. So please make sure that you're at that first class, and I will meet all of you then.